I never saw myself being a business owner at age 24, but I mean, for like 2 months prior to that, I was really nervous. I lost a lot of weight and I was just really stressed out. I didn't know what to expect. You know, first time someone in the family is a business owner in the US.
Hey guys, welcome back to Driven Channel. I'm here with a special guest, Nestor here. So Nestor, first of all, I know you're a very successful young man. So a lot of people, it takes time for them to get a business, start a business. You were able to start a business. And explain how you started the business. You took over a business, right?
Correct.
But you have a company in Rancho, and you help service cars, you fix cars. Rancho Express Lube. So can you talk about, like, first of all, Nestor, who is Nestor? Where did Nestor come from? And why did you get into this industry? And now you help a lot of people with their cars.
Hey, Albert. It's great to be here with you. But yeah, my name is Nestor Gutierrez, and I'm an immigrant. I come from Jalisco, Mexico. And I grew up pretty much in a small town of Colville, California, middle of nowhere, about 450 people. And ever since I came to the United States, you know, life was rough. I mean, I'm not saying in Mexico it wasn't, but it was rough, you know. When we first got here, we were in a little, very small house. I only had one room where I had to sleep with my sister and also my parents, and it was very small, you know. So we had to make the best out of it. I went to school, obviously didn't know anything about English, so I was in class, I was lost.
Yeah.
The first few days were tough, you know. I was pretty upset. I think I probably even cried because I was lost, you know. I had no friends. Like, I had to start from zero pretty much. And as we went, you know, I put so much effort into learning English. Obviously, I mean, till this day, it's not perfect. I mean, I still have the accent, but I mean, I don't care. At least I now understand it. And moving forward, my parents, they're still living there, and my dad's a farmer, and I used to work with him during the summer, like when I was out of school, and I would even pick garlic. I did a lot of work that, I mean, I think that has made me now, because I really struggled when I was little, and even my mom was out there in the field. So I'm like, if my mom is out there, why shouldn't I? You know, because everyone had to work to bring in the money. And just fast forward to now, I graduated from high school, came over here for college. And I mean, it's about 6 hours away from here, my hometown. And I came over here with some family, and I always liked cars. So that's why I pursued the automotive industry. And one of the reasons that I'm in business now is because my dad always had a dream for me. He said that he always wanted his only son, to have a business. You know, he hates to he hates working for someone. You know, and he didn't want that for me, so he really wanted that for me. And at the beginning, you know, I mean, I'm young. I'm first year in college, and that wasn't really in my mind. You know, I was like, oh, man, I'm in the city. I have things to do now, you know. I'm not in the ranch, and that was not in my mentality. So I was just focused on school and making the best out of it. And then as time went by, I got the job where I purchased a business, and it was, I thought it was meant to be. It all started, I was going to college, and Jiffy College is on Haven Avenue, and then there was a detour that day. I took the detour, and I find that the Rancho Express Lube is hiring. I stopped by. I get the position, and I started working there as a lube tech. It wasn't pretty. I mean, the managers back then, I don't know, they were probably racist. They hated me. They were white. So they would talk a lot of crap about me to the owner. And it was till the day that the owner decided to check the camera to see what's going on, and he found out the real truth. You know, I was the only one working, and they would be smoking in the back cigarettes, and they would get mad for, I don't know. They pretty much tell the owner the completely opposite of what I was doing to pretty much take me down. I don't know. So I got to the point where I wanted to quit. I wasn't happy, and I told them I told him I wanted to quit, and that's when he started looking into it. And then he fired those people, and then I became a manager within probably like 2 months. Became the manager, and when I first started, it was really slow. Like business was bad. The previous owner had just killed the spot. Like it was just horrible, you know. A lot of bad services that cost the name of the business, and we had to grow that back slowly. We implemented new services, get more people in, and fast forward to 2020. The previous owner, Art Ceballos, he's the owner of Tint City window tinting. He has several locations. He said if I wanted to take over, and I said, yeah, why not? You know, I never saw myself being a business owner at age 24, but I mean, for like 2 months prior to that, I was really nervous. I lost a lot of weight, and I was just really stressed out. I didn't know what to expect. You know, first time someone in the family is a business owner in the U.S., you know, and I felt like happy and really scared at the same time. I didn't know what to expect. It's not like I could go to my dad and ask for advice because he wouldn't be able to help me, you know?
Yeah.
And the previous owner is the one that helped me the most, kind of guided me a little bit. And then, you know, we started doing business in August 2020, ended the year well. And then to now, I mean, we're doing really good. Nowhere where we want to be, but we're headed the right direction.
So when you bought this business, and by the way, your English is not bad at all. Like you speak good. Like I have an accent too, but you can't even tell. Like you speak good, and you should be very, very proud of yourself.
Thank you.
Now because a lot of people see this that are also Latino, maybe they're from El Salvador, Guatemala, or any other place. I'm Mexican too, I'm sure you know.
Yeah.
But some of these people watching this are thinking like, man, it's not meant for me. And a lot of us Mexicans and Latinos, we grew up thinking it's not meant for us.
Yeah.
Sometimes we think we have to start a business from scratch. You didn't start it from scratch. You took over the business. You bought the business. Now you came from Mexico, and you obviously had a dream. Your dad had a dream too. How did you come up with that money that you needed to buy the business? Did you guys have some savings? Did you guys work for it? Did you guys how do you do that? Because most people don't have money to buy a business, especially somebody coming from Mexico.
I didn't have the full amount to buy the business. I have some saved up. My dad helped me a little bit, and then the one that helped me the most was my father-in-law. He's the one that lended some money, and we made it happen. But even then, like the relationship between me and the previous owner was so great that he wasn't even asking for all the money up front. So that was a blessing, you know. And at the end of the day, I started the business without even putting a dollar out of my pocket. You can say, because the first month we killed it, that I got the money back to pay my dad, and then I got some money back to pay my father-in-law, and I had to do monthly payments. So the monthly payments I would make to the previous owner, it was money that was already being made from the shop. So it paid itself, you know. But I was very lucky and blessed to have that help, because without that, I wouldn't be here, you know.
Why do you think the previous owner couldn't, or they weren't doing as good, and then when you took over, you brought in something new that made it do better? What did you do different?
So he was a window tinting guy. The automotive repair wasn't really his thing. So ever since I became a manager, I had a lot of duties. So he was more like an absent owner. He would rarely be there. So there was so many things that could have been done that weren't being done. And I think that's the main difference. When I took over, I started noticing, you know, we gotta be on social media. We were on social media before. More marketing. Before, we just had Google Ads and Yelp, but that's not enough, you know. We needed to be on social media. So I changed that. And then also I started doing more analytics, tracking the numbers and see where we need help. And that's when I came to the conclusion, like we need more services, because back then it was just strictly oil changes, cabin filters, engine air filters, wipers, just easy stuff, you know?
Yeah.
And I started noticing that a lot of cars were coming in and leaving with a lot of repairs needed, but we couldn't service them because we didn't have the right people. So I changed that. I got the right technicians certified. And then now we do it all, you know, from 4-cylinder Hondas to V12 Bentleys, like you name it, you know. So and every time that we have a car that we don't have the filter for, or whatever the case is, we find the solution, and we call the customer back, and we give him a discount so he comes back.
Pretty soon you'll do Ferrari, so I can take my
Yes, sir.
SF name.
You
So,
say,
do you still talk to that owner, the
I
previous
do,
owner?
yeah.
You,
He's a
you
great
guys
friend.
are good friends.
Great friend.
That's
Yeah.
good. Huh? That's cool.
Yeah.
So when now today, do you ever see yourself like changing the name, or do you like that name? Is that
Mhm.
something you're gonna carry on? And I ask this
Mhm.
because it's a different scenario because you took over the business, so
Mhm.
you didn't. That was not the name you named. You didn't
No,
name it yourself, right?
No, I
Have
never
you
did.
ever thought about changing it, or are you gonna keep that name and grow it from
I
there?
do want to change it the moment I become a franchise.
Okay.
So because it's gonna be really weird to have a Rancho Express Lube maybe like in LA. Like that just doesn't make sense, you know.
Yeah.
So I'll probably change the name. I don't know yet what the name will be, but the moment I become a franchise, which will be pretty soon, I will change the name.
So right now you have one location.
One location.
And it's in Rancho. Where is it exactly for people that are watching this if they want to go pay you a visit?
It's in Rancho Cucamonga, 8047 Center Avenue. To make it easy for all those people that like to go out, it's across the street from Calaveras.
Oh, so that's the drinking place with music and all
Yep.
that. Is that yeah, okay. I've been there before.
Yeah.
And
And it's right across the street from your mortgage, guys.
Oh,
On the other
really?
side. Yeah.
Got it. So
Yeah.
guys, if you all the mortgage guy people should go over there.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. So so this company, are you looking for people then to come to you and you could mentor them and help them if they want to be part of your company?
Absolutely. I'm looking for great people that I can add to my company because the whole purpose of our business right now is to scale. And then I want my people to grow with me. And if you want to grow, make more money, I mean, come to me and I'll make sure to make that happen. We both win. So I'm looking for more people that have the right mentality. And if you have the right mentality, I mean, I can help you. I can guide you the best I can. And then we can go from there.
Yeah. And then talk about what you do. Like what's is there a service that you specialize in?
Mm-hmm.
Or do you just do like everything you mentioned earlier?
So our main thing is a 15-minute oil change. Obviously, I mean, some Europeans, we can't do it in 15 minutes because it's impossible. You know,
Yeah.
Everything's electronical. There's no dipstick to check the oil level. So you have to check it with a computer. So that takes about 10 to 15 minutes. And for the most part, any 4-cylinder V6, it's a 15-minute oil change. That's our main thing. However, we do brakes, we do cooling systems, we do transmission services, we do tires, suspension, electrical, you name it. And a lot of other shops, they get scared when they hear the word BMW or they hear a European brand, but it's honestly, it's just as easy as any car, you know, as long as you know the function of the engine, like it's the same thing, it's just in a different spot. And just funny thing, like the Rolls Royce is made by BMW, so the same parts from a BMW M6 will fit the Rolls Royce, but the price will be doubled just because it has the Rolls Royce logo. So that's just an example.
So you could put the same
on the
Rolls Royce
from a BMW M6 to a Rolls Royce. I found out when I had my friend bring in the Rolls Royce, I needed a control arm. It's a suspension part. I looked it up and I went underneath the car and I saw BMW. I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah.
And then right next to BMW on the other side it says Rolls Royce. Called Rolls Royce, and it was like $1,800 for the part. Called BMW, it was like $850. It's the same part. It's just that Rolls Royce is selling you one part and the BMW is selling.
So I should take my coolant into you.
Yeah.
It'll save me a lot of money.
I save a lot of money.
So Nestor, going back a little bit, why did you decide to purchase this business? Was it because you knew the industry? Like did you always know a lot about cars? And if so, what got you into cars?
So I love cars ever since I was little, you know.
What's better, a Lambo or a Ferrari?
A Ferrari.
So you do know about cars.
I love cars, especially exotics. My dream is to own a couple in a few years. But at first I wanted to be a salesman. I wanted to be around the nice cars. And then my mentality changed in high school. I'm like, well, I think it'd be better to fix them. You know, I'll probably have more business. I'll stay more busy. And when the opportunity opened up, before even buying it, it was two options. Either help and sell it. He had another buyer that he could have probably sold it for 4 or 5 times more than what I bought it for. I would get like 10% of the purchase. So I'm like, damn, I win either way, you know. But I was thinking small. I'm like, well, man, like just sell it, you know, and then I'll keep 10%. That was a good number. But then I'm like, I'm gonna be out of a job, you know, probably, and then it's not gonna work out. I'm thinking too small. So I'm like, I gotta go big. I gotta purchase it. I gotta make it happen somehow. So I started weighing my options, And that's when, like I said, I got the resources, and I got the business because going back, my dad, that was a dream he had for me, being a business owner. I saw myself as a business owner way down the road, maybe like in the 35, 40s, because like you said, a lot of people don't have the money to buy a business. So once I just sat back and really studied the option I had in front of me, I'm like, I can't let this go. You know, I have to go all in. And I bought it. I mean, I bought it for $85,000. Like, that's nothing, you know. You buy a car more than that, more expensive, you know. So it was very cheap, and I just did it during COVID. It was scary, obviously. I was afraid at the beginning, but I saw that there was a lot of future in there. And even till now, like, it's a big shopping center, and my goal is to soon hopefully buy the whole property and open up more make it a bigger shopping center. So that's another goal I have for the business. But like I said, I love cars. I love being around them, and there's no better way than helping people, you know, fix their cars and help people.
But Nestor, you came from Mexico, so usually, you know, we have somewhat limited beliefs, limiting beliefs. Why didn't you just stop there? What do you think pushed you to be like, well, instead of selling it to somebody else and making that small commission, like why don't I buy it? Like, where did you get that drive from? Because not everybody has that drive.
Honestly, it started in I'll be honest, in football. There was a lot of competition, and I hate losing. And I'm very competitive. If I'm gonna do something, I want to do it the best way I can, and that's where that drive comes. You know, I always want the best thing for me and also for my family. Yeah. And just struggling when I was little, seeing the stuff that we had to go through with my family, you know, being in the farms, picking garlic. Even my little sister, she was like 2. She was still in the fields. Like, all the struggles, they came up to mind when this opportunity came up, and that's something that like I said, I just couldn't say no. I could have easily said, okay, let's go with the small percentage, but that's thinking too small. And then in order to have something big, you gotta think big, you know. Yeah. But yeah.
Your little sister is Carla.
Yeah. Yeah, she was 2 when we came. And then I have another little sister, Stephanie. She now is 17. So yeah. Yeah.
No, that's awesome. So I like your whole story. I didn't know all those details, but it's impressive. Now, what is your next goal right now? I know your company, you took it from where it was, and I know your company is generating good revenue. And well over 7 figures. And now that you're there, what is your main goal for this company? Like, what's the next step? What can people expect from your company, Rancho Express, in the next 3 to 5 years?
I want to open up more locations. I want to open up more locations in California, and then, like I said, I open more locations nationwide. And by then, I'll probably have the name change. So we'll make sure to inform everyone. That way they know
you want to be bigger. You're going to be bigger than Jiffy Lube?
Oh, yeah. Jiffy Lube's going to be known to us.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just because Jiffy Lube, they only do oil changes. That's the difference between us. We do oil changes. We do multiple services, and we do any make or model. That's something, you go to Jiffy Lube, you take your BMW. Sometimes, we don't have the filter. We don't work on BMWs. That's a rejection you get when you go to Jiffy Lube or Valvoline. And that's not the case of us.
I used to have an Audi A6. Oh, yeah. And I used to take it there, and sometimes they couldn't service everything. Yeah.
Yeah. And there's some limited because, one, the manager, the owner of that store doesn't want to spend the extra money on the equipment, on the technicians. And that's why, you know, they're limited to certain makes or models. Yeah. But with me, if there's something I need that I know is going to make the job easier, I'll buy it. Like, there's no, like, for me, there's no word, like the word budget doesn't exist. It's how can I afford it, you know? Yeah. And that's something that we really see make a difference in the business. Yeah. Because, like I said, other business owners, they want to make sure that they're cutting the cost down and getting the work done. But I want more, you know? Yeah.
So there's any youngsters out there and they're looking, they love cars, they're passionate, and they want to learn more, they want to learn from you, they could reach out to you then, and you could help them. You could be their mentor and show them how to make money and thrive in this industry.
Absolutely.
Awesome. So Nestor, where can people find you? And what's your favorite place for people to go and reach out to you?
You can go on Instagram. You can find me on Instagram at Nestor.Gutierrez, 3 Z's, and then Rancho Express Lube Inc.
Awesome. Well, Nestor, thank you so much.
Thank you, brother.
Guys, if you made it this far, I have an exclusive mastermind that I want you to join. Go to drivenacademy.com and subscribe to my exclusive mastermind where we're gonna meet in person every month at my workshop, and you get more perks. All you gotta do is go to the link below and sign up. I'll see you there.